Hi, I'm Christan Griego, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about trade shows. There are a lot of them. You have Midwest, TMEA, you have ITF, you have ITG, you have Gen, you get the idea. There are so many small regional orchestra shows for people to study. There are jazz shows. There's all these shows. And every one comes with a cost, and they're always incredible. Honestly, they're fun. I love them. I've enjoyed hanging out with musicians since day one. But the cost to the business. And the world's changed. I'm sitting in this room shooting a YouTube video for you to watch about trade shows. And I'll reach probably 1,000 people in the first week just doing this video on a Friday in this room. And it costs us the equipment, obviously, which, you say it's expensive, but for us to ship instruments to the ITF, there and back, probably about $3,000 to $4,000 minimum. Then flying there and back, another $400. Hotel for the week, probably another $1,000. Food for everybody working the booth. You get the idea. And these expenses have continued to grow until it's really hard to justify some of these shows. It was kind of, my back going out was kind of a great time for me to just say, okay, well, let's look at this. Do I need to be traveling, wrecking my body, standing on these concrete floors everywhere? They're fun. And I love seeing everybody, of course, but the cost. And so now we're being a little bit more selective with what we go and where we go and why and how we use our resources. I'm trying to be smarter. I sold more instruments the week of ITF the last 2 years. I didn't go. People came here and visited and got fittings and chose their instruments in a nice environment, a good acoustic, and we're able to then go home with an instrument that was great for them. At these shows, a lot of times there's everyone playing. It's so loud. It's really difficult. And so we've really considered that. Even when it comes to like sponsoring these events or doing things, what do we get out of it? I mean, when these events, they sell tickets, the money that they get from selling these tickets should be used to pay the musicians and the artists. That's my feelings. I'm not saying that's exactly what happens. It does for a few, but not for everyone. And, we have to look at these things as musicians. If we can't make money playing for our own people, should we go to these shows? I think so. I believe in the ITF as an organization. I feel that everybody should belong to the ITF, the ITG, to these organizations. I do. I'm a lifetime member of the ITF. We're members for the ITG as well. I believe in these organizations, but from a business standpoint, the costs have started to exceed the return. I chose to wear this shirt today because this is my $12,000 shirt. You may not know, but I own a turntable company, Sota, Sota Turntables. There's my advertisement. Go to it. Check them out. They're pretty cool. Buy one. Buy two, buy three. Joking, buy two. Seriously. This is my $12,000 t-shirt. At Expono, we have a room, we have a marketplace, and it's in Chicago, so we can just go there. If you've never been, you should. It's great. It's over 400 rooms of audio equipment. But this shirt cost me $12,000. And I started asking the organizers, can I get a free t-shirt? A couple years back, because we didn't even get t-shirts before. Now I can say that we got something out of the show. I got a t-shirt. And people come and they'll either love your room or not like your room, or they may even hate your room and go on a blog or a forum and talk about it, which is fantastic. When you spent $12,000 trying to make a terrible room that was a hotel sound good, it's really difficult. So this year we decided to get rid of the room. We'll show with some dealers our turntables, but that cost is no longer happening. And we're going to be in the marketplace, but the $12,000 t-shirt will now shrink to be about a $4,000 t-shirt after we have employees and we drive everything there. So we don't have shipping costs even. But these are what instrument companies and companies are looking at. At NAMM last year, I went, but we did not show. I met with all my distributors, dealers, and we had all of our meetings like normal, but we didn't have the $60,000 cost of displaying. It used to be $22 a square foot. Now it's $44. It's just gone up and up and up in Anaheim to the point where the big boys, even like Gibson guitar, was not there. Fender, I don't think they were either. But a lot of people were doing like what I did. They'd fly in, meet with the artists, bring their stuff. Even some people, I heard a story of somebody renting a jazz club, having all their products there, bringing everyone in, having an open bar for 6 hours. And it was still cheaper than doing a booth and displaying. So these are the things, and it's a changing world right now. And so when you're putting on an event, you have to look at what the return is for the instrument company. And if it gets to a point where it's the cost is more than the benefit, you're going to see less and less exhibitors. And it's just where we're at, because the price of the booth space is just going up year by year. And it's gotten to a point where businesses are just like me, doing Zoom calls, doing YouTube videos and these things. So support the organizations, become a member. Why? Because they're your peers. The ITG, those are your peers if you're a trumpet player. The trombone, ITF, ITA, they're organizations I believe in. But as a business person, when I look at the cost versus the return, there's a point where I have to make some decisions that I'm not going to be at the shows. But I will see you here when you come to visit me, and I hope you're doing well. We'll see you around.